Hello and welcome to Tarot After Dark. If you are listening to me right this second, that means you are watching the replay. So please let me know in the comments you're watching as a replay. These three cards are for you, and I'm going to unpack them as I go along. So interesting how things turn out when you are wanting to use your intuition, you want to turn it on and turn it off. Well, you never want to turn it off, but when you want to turn it on and it doesn't seem like it's there and you're just kind of floundering and whatever, what do you do? What do you do in those instances where, you are having an off day and you want to do readings or you just want to use your intuition? What comes up for you? What's like, drop in the chat, in the comments, what comes up for you when you want to use your intuition? Or for example, when I wanted to do some readings, to record some readings, and then it just wasn't flowing for me. So I'm curious, how does that make you feel? I can tell you how it makes me feel. It makes me feel cut off from that collective energy that I'm used to having streaming to me. It's like, no, not today, closing the gate. You can't have any. So, yeah, it makes it really difficult to then recoup from that, right? To recoup from that energy. It's tough. So the three cards that I pulled, just as those of you who are watching as the replay, these are for you. So we have the first one that came up was Nine of Swords, Death card, and the Magician. So let's unpack this a little bit. That's how we feel when we want to trust our intuition, and even if it's not intuition you're trusting, you have the opportunity to speak, or someone asks you a question and you have in your mind, you know exactly what it is you're meant to say, but then when they call on you, it all goes away and it feels like someone's unplugged your information network and you're just like deer in the headlights. It's like you want to crawl in a hole and you just want to call this one dead. Like earlier today, I'm trying to record some readings and it just wasn't working. So it'd be like, okay, that's in the trash. That's in the trash. So death to those videos. See, even now I'm still struggling. I'm still even putting on dark lipstick didn't help me to have that continuity in the thoughts I want to make into that stream of consciousness. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, that's this third card is you need to just trust. Magicians practice. They practice over and over and over and over again until the body knows exactly what to do if the brain isn't connecting. And I know what happens to me a lot when I don't feel like I'm in flow is I start judging my thoughts. So then I'm all in my head about it. When what you can do is include your body and just trust your body knows what to do. Like when you're in a panic over whatever, this is just an example, we still know how to talk. Maybe not. Let me not use that example. We still know how to walk. We still know how to breathe. We can still swallow and blink and move our hands around. We have to get back to the basics. So and focus on the physical things we're doing. So our brain can kind of stop being, oh my God, I can't remember, I can't remember, I can't remember. And that's all you can remember to say is I can't remember. Then you're stuck and there's just the static energy. But if you can just focus on the physical, even if it's like, okay, I'm rubbing my hands right now, I'm getting out of my head, I'm rubbing my hands. And when I do this, just maybe as a Reiki practitioner, doing this creates a little energy connection between my hands. I'm creating an energy ball. So now I've got this energy ball. I can do whatever I want with it. I can put it up here on my head to just bring in calm, relaxing energy so I can focus on what it is that needs to come out of my brain. Better yet, wipe the brain slate clean and just be open to channel what needs to come through. So that's what those first 3 cards mean to me. And really, sometimes we just have off days. All right, I'm going to pop those back in the deck in case they want to come through again. Sometimes we just have off days. Anyone else feel like that too? You know, pop in the chat. Do you have off days? Because if you don't, I want to know your secret. And as I did that, a card fell in my lap and I started shuffling again. And the Magician card, we always have our tools available to us. They are available at the snap of a finger, at the blink of a thought. Except sometimes we just get into our own head about it and our mind starts taking over and it starts creating this whole scenario of you can't think of what it is you need to say. You're really off today. What's going on? You're not very intuitive. Maybe you should just ditch doing this. All of those thoughts just keep tumbling and tumbling and tumbling. That ever happen to you? Yeah. See, we're not alone. It happens to us. But what if you need to push through? What if you need to push through that moment because you've got work to do, because you've allotted this time, because you've scheduled to do a reading with someone? You have to continue. You have to push through it. So if you're here, please say hello. And if you want a card pulled, I will do that too as we get further along. I just want to kind of finish my train of thought here when it comes to needing your intuition or your thoughts and nothing seems to come. So one of the tricks I like to do, part of my reflexology training, the tips of our fingers is our brain. So sometimes I'll just tap them together and I'll just have the intention that this is clearing any static in my thoughts and in my energy. And this is giving me the opportunity to just clear things, take deep breaths, and exhale. Kathy Brooke, hello, good to see you. Thank you for the heart. If you would like a card pulled for you, let me know in the chat. So what I start out to do, like if I, like today, like I had a bit of an off day trying to get those videos done, is I would just make it super easy. I would go from, okay, that was a big complicated thing. Clearly my body, mind, spirit, brain isn't ready to do something like that. Let's dial it back to primary time, something super simple. So I know for me, what's simpler than tarot is oracle. And when I get down to really simple oracle, like this divine energy oracle, it's really simple because it's just a few images throughout all the cards. And okay, great. Yes, Kathy. Stick around, okay? I will do that momentarily. All right. So this divine energy oracle, what I would do is I would just like pull a card saying, what's going on with the energy right now? Oh, okay. So 3 cards decide to flip. Here's another thing. Do you just take the top card? Do you take all cards? That's the question I sometimes get asked. Sometimes I'll change it up. I count. Okay, there's only 3 of them. These ones are pretty simple. Maybe all 3 go together. So I'm going to look for, in all the readings I did today with this deck, this card's come up 3 times. So you have to pay attention. When a card keeps coming up or the words you keep hearing over and over, that's the universe trying to shout at you, pay attention. Look forward. That's something you can do when you get stuck in the moment and you're flubbing what it is you wanted to say or do or think or whatever. Look forward. Okay. Instead of, oh, I have to get this done. It's like, oh, hi, Christina. Good to see you. You can just say, okay, I'm looking forward to how it feels to finish whatever it is that I'm meant to finish. I'm all good. It's going to work out. Oh, this is really weird. This one came out earlier. I swear I shuffled these. Make a plan. So, me, for example, I do readings and I'll do recordings, and sometimes I will have subjects written down of what I'm going to talk about. That's my plan. I don't make it super complicated, but it gives me something to draw from if I'm find that I'm kind of nothing's coming to me very easily. Yeah, all of these were from a previous reading here. Oops, I didn't mean for that to show up. Anyhow, I'll let you finish reading it. Okay, click it away. Um, choose friends wisely. You want people who are going to support you. That's really huge. You want people who you can go, oh my gosh, I totally effed up on the readings I meant to do and the recordings. I don't know whether I should keep them or not. And people, you'll go, oh my gosh, me too. I've done that too. Personally, I don't like the videos that I recorded, but, and this is something I've learned in all the years of being on video and on lives, is put it out anyways. Put it out anyways. The message is going to reach whoever needs to hear it. So put it out anyways. All right. I am putting these back in different spots, and I'm going to shuffle them really good. I lost you for a second here. Where did you go? There you are. I got too many windows open. All right. Those are shuffled a little bit. We'll save those for later. Now, let's get on to doing some readings. Anyone have any specific question? We're going to do Kathy first. So I guess what I would love for you to do, Kathy, is just tune in to receive the information you're most meant to hear. That keeps it nice and general, because sometimes when we're asking a question, the cards don't seem to want to answer. They have something else in mind. So I always like to have a card or two to kind of give me the flavor of the reading. And holy moly, I got 6 cards here, Kathy. We're doing a whole spread for you. Okay. So the first card that came out is Judgment. So where have you been maybe judging yourself? Maybe you wanted to try something different and it didn't work out and you instantly went, well, that doesn't work. I'm going to go back to doing things the conventional way. Just because that's kind of the subject or topic we're talking about tonight. That's what I feel this could be talking about. Please comment and let me know if I'm way off base. 5 more cards to go. We have the 5 of Swords. So there might have been a little disagreement, or again, and it's funny that when this card comes up, often it involves other people, but the last few times I've been pulling this card, it really feels like it's that internal struggle. I'm pretty sure this came through last Monday for Tarot After Dark as well. But I really feel that this is competition with yourself, disappointments of the past, and you're trying to pick the pieces up. And you just want to move forward, but something keeps happening that kind of pulls you back in, right? So the next card, we have the 9 of Wands. So this is like wounded warrior energy. It's like you've been through it, girl. You've been through it and you're done really well. Like some might see this and go, oh, they're hurt. They have bandages on them. They're hurt. They're barely able to stand up. What I see, someone who's made it through the toughest part of their life so far. Celebrate that. Celebrate it. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. So, you're going from, oh my gosh, I made it through that struggle to it was worth it because I learned so much. I gained so much from that. I gained knowledge, I gained wisdom, I gained opportunities, and I might not have had the opportunities yet, but I'm in a different place now than I was. And I'm speaking for you, Kathy. That's what's going on. Wow, look at these cards. And the Eight of Swords. So again, there's been this self-imposed restriction. There's you wanting to shift and change something in one aspect of your life, but you keep being tripped up in some way. Well, this is saying that don't focus on the trip ups. Focus on, okay, next solution. Make a plan from that other card. What's the next thing I can do? Okay, that didn't work. Let's try something else. And really pushing past the little things that are tripping you up. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So you are the master planner of your life. And yes, sometimes we have people who come in and consult with us, but you're truly the master of your own life and you know what's needed. You're the artisan of your life. Other people can be there to help guide you. At the end of the day, you're the expert. You're the expert for yourself. There you go, Kathy. Let me know what you think of that. That turned out to be a bit of an epic one. I'm putting the cards back in the deck. Let me know if that made sense, if you need a little more clarity on that. And anyone here who would like to get a reading, please pop in the chat if you would like a reading. I'm going to do Christina's now. I'm going to use this other deck, the Spacious Tarot, for yours, Christina. Okay, let's see. So tune into the energy you most need to hear. Okay, I'm going to stop for just a second to clear my energy. See, that's another thing that maybe I didn't do earlier today when I was doing those extra readings. Yeah, okay, you're tuning in? Good. Is I didn't really clear my energy afterwards. I was just kind of like, well, that didn't work. Let's try something else. And I think it's important that we shift. We have a transition period between what it was we're doing and what it is we want to do, even if it's just a subtle take a deep breath. And now you're resolute to do what it is you need to do. All right, so let's get, yes, you're so correct. I've been through so many struggles. Oh, big hugs, girly. Okay. And that reading, and you'll have to go back to the replay to see it again, but that was a confirmation of everything you've been through, not to commiserate, but to say you're on the other side of it now. Even if it might not feel like it, you are. So time to step forward and move forward, and you got this. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Can't do these things without you guys, you know? I mean, otherwise I'd just be talking to myself and that gets boring fast. All right. Christina is tuning in. Let us get a message for you. What does Christina most need to know tonight? Okay. You get a bunch of cards too. The benefit of not having a lot of people asking for readings so far. And that's odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We keep this up. We're going to be doing an extra card every time. There's 7 here. So sit right back and you'll hear a tale. Here we go. This is for Christina. The Empress. So things are on the up and up, I feel. I love that. This is a good confirmation for you. I think you're going to be seeing crows and ravens more often as a confirmation when you have something on your mind, or you're maybe speaking to somebody up in heaven or your guides. That's going to be a confirmation for you. And then we have the 8 of Cups. So it's time to move on to the next thing. And I think you're kind of in the middle. You're not just starting and you're not ending. You're on the middle of the journey. So It might feel a little daunting because it's like, I could turn back now or I have to keep going. Let's just see what the other cards have to say. Guardian of Swords. So again, I love how Crow and Raven stick in here. So to me, I'm picking up that there's been some I can't think of another word other than struggle. So here's another thing: when the information isn't flowing right and we're trying to be our own thesaurus, just say the word that's there. Struggle. Let it be what it is. I feel that you have conquered that now and you've overcome things that have been tripping you up. As far as I think pivoting what it is you're doing in your business, I don't know, that seems to be coming up for some reason. And then we have the Six of Wands. So you're going to be standing out in a different way than you have before. And it might feel a little weird and awkward for you right now, but it's okay. This is up leveling your energy and your business. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I love it. So this is something that's really going to infuse some better energy in what it is you're doing in your business. Even if you're still doing the exact same thing, but you're coming across it in a different way, or you're pivoting who you work with. That might be it as well. And then the Ace of Swords. So really keeping your focus so you don't deviate. Give it the good old college try. It might feel like trial and error, but don't stop when things get tough. Just go, let's push through this experiment, for lack of a better term, so that you can really see how it's working out for you. So keep pushing through. And then finally, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, you're going to be a busy bee. You're busy working on things, and they're all basically the same thing. It's almost like you're perfecting what it is you're doing. And I don't mean in a way that's procrastination and, you're stuck in perfection mode. I don't mean that. I mean that you are perfecting how you do things. You're streamlining things. You're making things yours. Maybe this is stuff you've been learning from somebody else, and you're taking little bits and pieces of different things to make it your own. So there you go. I hope that makes sense. I have no idea if it did or not, but let me know in the comments. And anyone else here who would like a reading, let me know. Short and sweet tonight. But yeah, when we get into those, oh, I've tried everything and I just can't get my act together, sometimes you just have to read it for what it is. You're not meant to do that thing right now. And it's okay. There are biorhythms of energy. I even feel that every day of the week feels a little bit different. Sundays definitely feel different than Mondays, especially for the 9-to-5ers, right? Monday to Fridays. And I really feel that it's important that you honor your energy the way it is now. No matter how much we want to focus on that finish line and what it is we're doing, living is living. Part of it is just part of the journey is sometimes we want to go left, but we're not meant to go left. All right. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Kathy. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So really, the best thing you can do, instead of keep hitting your head against the wall, trying to make it right and just getting totally frustrated and down on yourself, ask me how I know. You can pivot. Just go, I'm going to go do something else. This wasn't meant to be. And here's the best thing that you can do is laugh. Oh, I meant to do that. I wanted to do that, but the universe is saying, no, Lorraine, you're not going to do that. Oh, well. And I've totally shifted my energy from, oh, I really wanted to do that. This thing's not freaking working out. And to, joke's on me. Oh, well, let's go do something else. And I've just totally shifted my energy. Cause yeah, I can go into that deep, dark rage if I wanted to. We all have all the emotions within us. And you have the power of the magician to have all the tools for you to do whatever you need to in the moment. All right. What does Christina have to say? Oh my, oh good. That does make sense. I'm totally working with government agencies with design. Nice. You hit it great. Yay! Confirmation never gets old. Yay. So that is really good confirmation for you. Thank you. And I appreciate you too, because yeah, confirmation never gets old. Could you pull for you? Yeah, yeah, and we do, we can pull for ourselves, and that's a great question because I know some people say don't do readings for yourself, or with a pendulum, don't use a pendulum for yourself because we can force it to give us the answer we want it to. But I always say, oh, hi there, hey Joe, it is a goofy afternoon. I know you meant good. I'm I'm all thumbs when it comes to these things. It's goofy and good. I love it. So when it comes to anything where we want to do a reading for ourselves or something like that, it's all of the questions that we ask. It's good to keep it more general, but I love doing readings for myself. I do readings for myself every day, and now I do readings every day for the collective too. So because I know the messages for me, someone else out there really needs to know what it is. So Joe, if you would like a reading, let me know and I'll pull a card or two for you. Typically, we've been getting 5 and 6 cards all at once, so this might be your lucky night. But yes, going back to what Christina was saying, yeah, I can do a reading for myself. So, and nothing comes to me right now. So, what do I most need to know right now? I got the star. So, what I most need to know right now is that I'm not alone, as I'm connected to source. Even when I feel like I'm flubbing something and my intuition isn't flowing and the messages just aren't there, I'm still connected, but I'm meant to feel and look elsewhere in that moment. We can't always force things to happen when we want them to. That has been one of the biggest lessons in my life for sure. um big thumbs. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I got small hands, but I can't do these keyboards on these newfangled devices. All right. So you would like a card reading. So we are going to pull from the Rider Waite, typical Rider Waite deck. And let's just see. Joe, tune into being open and receptive to the message you're most meant to know. And sometimes what I'll do is the little subtle things, like just now when I was seated, as I'm seated, I had my legs crossed. And I felt when I'm asking that question, I think I'm going to uncross my legs so I'm a clear channel. And just the little subtle things are what I do to help shift my energy enough to just see if the message is meant to come through. That's kind of the topic that we're talking about, Joe, since you came in partway here. Back to Joe. What does she need to know? It kind of rhymes. Okay. I've got 2 cards. Oh, those are nice ones. So we have the 6 of Wands. So celebrating something or being put in a position. This is what I'm picking up. Being put in a position where you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that and be singled out. And yet you succeed at it. You did really well at it. And now you're getting recognition for it. And that might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's okay because you are paving the way for other people to do something similar, to follow in your footsteps, or maybe you'll be the one who's helping them through whatever it is they're doing or training them. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Does this make sense? And the other one that came up was the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about how things can shift and change. Just when you think, oh, I'm getting used to things the way they are, the wheel will turn. Okay. And I'm not saying from bad to good and good to bad. It's just energy is just different. So if you can be in that, I can get myself, if you can be in that center point, which means you're centered within yourself, you're more grounded, then any change that happens on the outside, it's not going to have as big an effect on you if you're in the middle and you're just letting things happen around you. So let me know what you think. Let's see. I'm hoping celebrating as it could mean I'm going to be happy. Well, yeah. Nobody is in charge of our happiness but ourselves. Let me pull another card to go along with that. See what it has to say. Okay. Clarity for this message for Joe, please. Whoop. Couple of wigglers. Two more. Okay. 10 of Wands. So you're at the end of a journey. And what I mean is cushy. Okay. Stick around. I'll do you next. I'll read for you next. Careful what you say. Okay, so Joe, so 10 of Wands. So things are coming to fruition. It might have seemed like a bit of a struggle, whatever it is you've been dealing with, but you're almost there. You're almost at the finish line. You can almost put down those burdens. You're almost there. You're that close. That's how close you are to home. Okay. And then the Ace of Cups come. And then your cup runneth over. You can choose happiness, joy, even amongst the difficult things that happen in our lives. We can have moments of joy and happiness. Okay. I hope that made sense for you. All right, let me check. All right. So, Cushy, where are you? Okay, yes and no questions. I know other tarot readers read yes or no questions. Personally, for me, I think, they're not always reliable, but the question or the cards will reveal what you need to do, what you need to put forth in order for whatever the outcome is to just be what it's going to be. So let's see. Cushy, today is my exam of law, and you want to know if you're going to pass. Let's see what comes up. You got the Ace of Cups again. So this looks really good because if you've done the work, if you've done everything you can possibly do in your studies and answering everything correctly in the way that you felt is right, then this could be a yes, that everything will work out the way it's meant to. Okay. Now you got to come back and let me know how it worked out. Best wishes. Good luck. Good luck. All right, Joe, I hope it means that finally the love of my life is finally going to talk and we can be happy together. Finally. That's a lot of finallys in there, Joe. Well, you know what it's like. People have free will. All right. Let me pull one of these divine energy oracles for you just to help you let go of needing to. Now, I'm not saying you're controlling, but just to let go of needing to control how things go and just be happy with the next step. Okay. Focus on success. Focus on how you want to feel. Maybe that's not with this person. Maybe it's with someone even better, right? So you don't have to focus on the person, focus on how you want to feel. Let's see. It's been since September 2nd, the breakup last year. That was my wedding anniversary, the September 2nd. We've been broken up for 3 years. Woohoo! Sorry. But yeah, if you're not happy, often it's because we go back to we want things to go back the way they were, but clearly things weren't working out. So now focusing on success means you focus on you focus on how you want to feel, and maybe there's someone even better out there. But I think that instead of projecting out there on to other people, focus on yourself and how good you want to feel. What can I do to make myself smile today? What can I do to see the signs that I am happy now? Right? That's how you can start shifting your vibration, because sure enough, when we're happy and we're not even concerned with anyone else, that's when we start finding people, or that's when we get the results we want, is when we're really not looking, because we're so satisfied with this moment, and then that moment, and then tomorrow, and we just chain them all together, and it helps us to feel better. Yeah, well, see, timing is timing, right? Yeah. But again, you don't have to sit on the sidelines waiting for that one person, all right? And I'm not saying go out there and play the field either. I'm just saying be happy for you, be happy as you, and then the rest will out the way it's meant to. Okay. All right. Well, this has been an interesting Tarot After Dark. Thank you all for being here. I'm here every Monday at 7:20 p.m. Pacific time. And if I can't be here live, I'll have a video. So please watch it. Please comment and share and like, because it really helps to support the algorithms so other people can see these messages. And I would love to see more people show up live so I can impart wisdom as we go along. All right. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks for asking for a reading. And we will talk to you next time. Peace.